Oh, YouTube is way wider. All right, hello. We are setting up my 2024-2025 journal, and I'm going to explain why it's both 2024 and 2025. And I'm also going to explain why I'm not doing Hobonichi or anything this year. That doesn't mean I'm never going to use a Hobonichi. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking about planners, which seem to be the really hot topic in the community, in fountain pens, in bullet journals. Everyone's talking about them right now. I use a very specific planner. It's my second year of using it. And we're actually setting it up now because I started this in October last year. I think it's either October or November. We're gonna have to figure that out because I was using the Amanda Rachley bullet journal for the second or third year, which I did really like, and then I got burnt out and it was stressing me out. And so I went with a really tactical planner, for lack of a better word. It is just a straight planner that works. The perk of it, which is an incidental perk, is that fountain pens work really well on it. It's not advertised as being fountain pen friendly, but fountain pens work really well on it. I do have a calendar insert in my Travelers. This only gets used for meetings and when videos are coming out. But for day-to-day planning, this is what I use. And so my new one has arrived today because this one ends, it's the final date in this. The final date in this is November 3rd, my birthday. So we are going to start this planner. I also like that it's got the monthly budget and expense trackers. It's like a bullet journal without being a bullet journal, and then it's got a whole bunch of blank pages at the end, which I also really like. So we are going to fill this out for next year. And then I'm going to edit this video down for Sunday's video, Saturday's video, whatever day I do a video. I think it's Saturday. So I love this planner. I got the same color that's for next year. It comes in a bunch of colors, but I do really like the color I have this year. It also comes with like a manual, which I don't use, but I do like that it goes over all the different pages in it. Because really it is sort of like a bullet journal except a lot bigger. And it also has some really fun stickers that I never use. Because I'm not a huge sticker person. But who knows, maybe this year. And I think we used the box last year for wrapping Christmas gifts, because it's a very good box. So this is the rose gold design. This is the design I just keep getting. I just like it. And we have sort of far too many pen options. Because I have no shortage of things inked up currently. I don't even think I'm going to use a pen rest. There. Okay, so a weekly planner. What are you most passionate about? What's most important? I do fill out those questions. Bucket list, places to visit, new things to try, habits to adopt, skills to learn, my ideal routine, which I also never filled out last year. because the truth is I don't actually care. My week can be so dynamic depending on how well I am that my ideal routine is a week where every day I get up and feel well. Yearly goals I will fill out. And then health and fitness, business and career, finances, self-care. All right, main events for the year. Don't know that there's any to fill in there yet. And then we've got the 3 months goals. I like that they have goals, why you want them, and then they've got action steps. I do fill these out almost every 3 months because it gives me an excuse to go back and look. So, November is our first calendar. So, using the old iPhone, which is basically an iPod Touch, what pen are we going to use? We are going to use we're going to use this. We're going to use the Sailor Follow the Mermaid. Nine, 16, 23, 30. $14. $12, $13, $13, $19, $20, $25, $26, $27. All right. All right. Let's see if this pen will write, because it is really pretty. All right, so what color do I want to use for November 3rd? Let's use this. You know, the most important thing in November, which really isn't. November's a very busy month. Let's use that so that, and then you've got the monthly review and a blank page. I do really like this spread, or this layout. So this is 5, 6, 7, 8, no, 12, 13, 14, 19, 20, 21, 28, 27, 26. One, two, three, 4, 8. Oh yeah, 8, 9, 10, 11, 15, 16, 17, 18, 22, 23, 24, 25, 29, 30, 31. So this is the month of December. You can just see how this ink settles down so fast. What's in December? 20 Questions season finale is in December, but I don't know where it is. I think it's on the 16th, but I'll need to check my book. And then we've got another monthly review. Two, 3, 4, 9, 10, 11. 16, 17, 18, 23, 24, 25, 30, 31. One, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15, 19, 20, 21, 22, 26, 27, 28, 29. This is January. January. February, 28 days. We've got a 3-month, and then we're into February. 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Nope, that's wrong. That should be 16. This is 17. This is 18. This is 19. This is 23, 24, 25, 26. All right. March. Fifteen. Let's go 30 and 31. 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16, 17, 18, 19, 23, 24, 25, 26. April. Seventeen, 18, 19, 24, 25, 26. 1, 2, 6. One thing I like about an undated planner is that you can start it whenever. So I start mine in November, because that's when I started mine last year. But you can start them whenever. And we'll shortly get to the weekly spreads, which are also quite nice in this book. I did a lot of research to find, the biggest thing with this book was actually the weekly spreads that I liked. And it just so happened that it also has a calendar that I like. I swear I can count. $29, $30, $31. May. June. Card. 24, 23, 22. We're in June. We're so close to being done. Where are we? 25. right, we are on to August. 1, 2, 8, 9, 15, 16, 22, 23, 29, 30, 7, 14, 21, 28. We're sticking 31 up here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 11, 12, 13, 17, 18, 19. Like how I said 19 but wrote 12. I think I was already thinking of the 2 from 20. 24, 25, 26, 27. This is August. I like the colors that I'm using this year for the calendar spreads. Was that one print or cursive? It was cursive. That's print. All right, let's flip a page. I like how I haven't actually put anything in the calendar yet, other than my birthday. September. September. 4, 5, 6, 11, 12, 13, 20, 27, 26, 19, 18, 25. One, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14, 21, 28, 29, 30, 22, 23, 24, 14, 15, 16, 17, I keep posting this pen, which I don't think you're supposed to do. And we should have one more calendar page to be October. Two, 3, 4, 11, 18, 25, 24, 23, 16, 17, 10, 9. Oh, we've just got a 1. 5, 6, 7, 8, 14, 21, 28, 29, 29, 27, 26, 20, 19, what's that? 22. So technically, there's some things that should go into September, but it always feels like it's jinxing it to write down the date that I became cancer-free. Like, I only put it in my calendar this year the week beforehand, so I'm not going to write it in to September. So for now, all those calendar pages are labeled and blank, other than my birthday in November. So now we get to go into the weekly spreads, which I adore, because you've got days of the week on one side, and on the other side you have the week of to do the priorities, and you've got a little habit tracker up in the top. So it's great. I don't actually use the habit tracker all that often, but on occasion I do use it. So we need to go back to the first week of November, but not actually the first week of November, because this book, when does that book end? When does book number 1 end? This ends November 3rd. It ends. So we are going to start this on the 4th, and I have to change this calendar on my phone to now be a Monday start. So that calendar start is a Monday start now. There we go. What color should I use for the numbers at the top of the page and the page numbers? I've got a lot of options. What did I use last year? What did I use last year? Last year I used Madame Mulberry and Dusk and Bloom and Celadon Cat. Let's grab a blank page here. I always use the back page of this as a testing page. So let's see how this pen, does this bleed? It's 2 pages. Nope, but it does ghost. That's rare. I don't think I've had anything actually ghost on this paper. But it is a very juicy pen. Let's grab the TWSBI. I don't know what's in the TWSBI right now. Oh, Madame Mulberry's in the TWSBI. Yeah, you can see Madame Mulberry doesn't show up on the other side. All right, let's do Madame Mulberry. And do I want to use an architect for writing the page numbers or the day numbers? Getting into the tough questions here. What's in, whatever. I'm gonna start with this. How did I date this one? Did I do the full date every month or every week? I did. I wrote the month every week. Maybe we're just gonna do this in Madame Mulberry. It's a pretty full Twisby. And it dries fast. $20, $21, $22, $23, $24. $25, $26, $27, $28, $29, $31. Three, four. Two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8. Two through 8. 9 through 15. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I do love Madame Mulberry. I am now sad that Mom wasn't able to get another bottle of it. I'm going to miss having it in my collection. December. 22. To 22, 23 to 29, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. This is 30, this is 31, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Eight, 9, 10, 11, 12. Thirteen, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. January 13 through 19. Twenty, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. I do love Madame Mulberry. I should have bought it in an 85ml bottle when I had the chance. So far, the Galen Leather pen rest is mostly getting used as a page holder, but it is an excellent page holder. Was that 16? It was. 17, 18, 19, 20. So I have, the only reason I say I wish I had it in a 28 ml bottle is because I have two, or not a 28 ml bottle, an 84 ml bottle or an 85 ml bottle, whatever it comes in, is because I've got two of their 38 ml bottles of Madame Mulberry. One I bought secondhand, one that I bought from Ferris Wheel Press. And I'm halfway done both of them. And that's in a bit over a year. I've gone through about 38 mils of the color. So clearly it's one of my favorite colors. I only have bottles that big. The only color I've purchased in a bottle that big is Dusk and Bloom, which is what's in the Waco Sport. The only bottle of ink I've actually finished is a bottle of Ferris Wheel Press Plated Gold Tresses, but I finished it in, it's 20 mils, and I finished it in like 5 months, 4.5 months, and I'm on my second bottle. So I definitely go through a lot of ink. But I also rotate through inks a lot. Most of my other Ferris Wheel Press 85 ml bottles were sent to me by them. I guess all of them. The only one I've purchased is Dusk and Bloom. So I use them for samples of friends that want to try the colors, or for pen shows, because I'm never going to go through 85 mils of Morningside Mint. Whereas Madame Mulberry, I would actually go through. I just spelled February wrong. That's talented. Are you (17 to 23). I would say that I tend to make a decent dent, and I have a lot of bottles, but in anything I've purchased, I've probably made a fairly good dent in them. Ferris Wheel Press sends enough ink that some of their inks I haven't made a huge dent in, but any ones that I've purchased myself that are their inks, I've made a huge dent in. And I don't really purchase samples. I do mystery trades of samples with pen friends, but I don't really purchase samples because I find it hard to ink from them with shaky hands. So if I want to ink a pen with a sample, I need mom's help, and that seems like a hassle. So I tend to just buy bottles. 26, 27, 28, 1, 2. That being, yeah. So I tend to just buy bottles, though I really wish. I'm still hoping I'll track down a bottle of this again, but I don't have very high hopes. Because when I looked last, it was sold out on their Canadian site, and Mom couldn't find it at the pen store we go to in Toronto. So I think the Madame Mulberry I've got is probably the only Madame Mulberry I'll get. Uh, 24 through March 2nd. 2. I would say that I do stick to things like this always gets the same color, this always gets the same color, this always gets permanent black in it. For the most part, everything else rotates and I switch stuff up. I'm not super big on keeping the same stuff in every pen. Like when my red Parker 40, not Parker 45, when my red Parker 21 is inked up, it's always got Madame Mulberry in it because it's a pain to clean. Other than that though, like I just tend to rotate through stuff. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I would say that currently I have a stupid number of pens inked up because I inked pretty much everything I got in Chicago up, which means I think I got 13 pens in Chicago, and I think I've added 9 of them to the pens I already had inked up this month. I do partial fills as well. I like doing a partial fill. I think partial fills are underrated. I think people don't realize how lovely they can be. Actually, normally this TWSBI gets a partial fill. I never empty this TWSBI. I always get bored of what's in it before I finish what's in it, and just then have random sample vials of mystery inks because I will have emptied out what's in my TWSBI. So for the most part, this TWSBI just gets partial fills. But I was filling with Madame Mulberry, which I knew I really liked. And I figured that I would not get bored of it. So I did do a full fill. $16. I'm just one of those people that will like remove it from the bottle halfway through filling the pen. I don't remove the nib. I just like remove the pen from the ink bottle partway through filling. And it does make a mess, but it means that I've got a part fill. $20, $21, $22, $23. $17 to $23. $24, $25, $26, $27, $29, $30. $24, $30. $31. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Six. Oh, I'm getting bored. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. This is the most tedious part of setting up this calendar, is writing all the numbers. And last year I did it over like 4 weeks, and I refused to do that this year. It was such an annoying process to drag it out over weeks. And so we're doing it all in one shot. But honestly, this is so tedious, which is why people get dated books. But I like the layout of this book. And I like it enough that I'm not willing to switch. And so I go through this every year. 14 to 20. And it works so well with fountain pens that it's not worth the hassle for me to like find something new that might be slightly more convenient. Especially because I use the travelers in my bag. So really what I need is something like this, which is a desk calendar. 26, 27. Nope, this is not March, this is April. 21 to 27. $28, $29, $31. So I have a Traveler's Undated in here, but the Traveler's Undated I use is just their calendar. And I really like it. I simply use it for like plugging in meetings and when videos are going live. Because the truth is, in my purse itself, I don't need a big calendar. I don't need something like my desk calendar, which is where I plan, you know, all the videos I'm gonna film and stuff. Like, I don't need this on me all the time. And so I like having the little travelers just to be able to toss in my bag. Currently, it's just got my current, like, everything notebook in it and business cards and blotting paper. So I really like having a little calendar, but there's something about having a big calendar on my desk that I really like, just because it gives me so much more space to plan. Yeah, so I would say that I'm not great at filling this out daily, but it's more about being able to keep me on task and like figure out what I actually have to get done. Because my short-term memory is not great. And so I need to be able to figure out what I actually have going on at any given time. And this is the best way I've found to do that, which is having an absolutely massive calendar that I don't take out of the house. April 28 to May 4. Star Wars Day. Oh, Star Wars Day is on a Sunday this year. Can you tell I'm a nerd? 5, 6, 7, 8. You know, if the fountain pens and the fact that I've done rare pigment videos didn't give away the fact that I am a total geek. The fact that, you know, Star Wars Day is about to end up in this book is a pretty good indication. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. May 12 through 18. Nineteen, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Six to June 1. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I like that I've gone sort of like a pale, moody, dusty purple for the dates, because I think it means that I can use whatever color I want. Like it's a purpley gray pink color, and so I can really go whatever color I want to for the dates and everything. What was that? That was 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Nine through 15. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 16 to 22. 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. 23 to 29. 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are we into July? We are into July. Fantastic. Will we finish this before my phone dies is the question. June 30 to July 6. To 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. July 14 to 20. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Twenty-eight, 29, 30, 31, 1, 2, 3. July 28 to August 3. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Eleven, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Three, 4. Twenty-seven, 28, 29, 30, 31. So close to being done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I like how I really had to think about what came after. Oh. Fourteen. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Three, 24, 25, 26, 7, 28. 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are on the final month. Fourteen, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yeah, that was still wet. $25, $26. Oh. Did I miss a week somewhere? Because I've got an extra week at the end. Oops. I didn't think I missed a week anywhere. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 1, 2. I shouldn't have an extra week. 27 to... Why do I have an extra week? That's an excellent question. Huh. No, I didn't miss a week. Interesting. All right, so I've ended up with an extra week, so I don't know if this... I can't think I accidentally ended up with an extra page. But here we are. So, there's nothing that's going in these yet. Let's give this a title. Yeah, planners. Specifically setting up my planner because I use an undated one and I started it in October last year. End of October, so I needed to get this started to be set up. Because I am in need of it. I'm booking stuff into October, November now, and I didn't have a date book. I have not branched into Hobonishis yet. I'm quite happy with this Planberry planner that I use. I use a Planberry planner, and then I use an Undated Traveler's Monthly in my passport, and I find that works fairly well. So, at least for next year, we're sticking with this Planberry planner. I like its page spreads. I like that they're big, and it just gives me space. And then I like the big calendar pages. So I am terrible with actual planning too. I use this sort of like as a desk calendar. So I use it for like if I've got appointments or if I've got specific videos that need to be released on a specific timeline. I wonder if I've got any pages in this that I can show. Let's see. Let's see. What was November last year? Can't show November. Can I show January? Sure, I can show January. I like having a big planner with a whole bunch of space. So this was last January. And so really I just use it to like slot things into days, and then I use the side section like if there's specific things. So last year I did the 100-day challenge, but the specific one I did had a prompt a week. And so in my January calendar page, I had written down what the prompt was for every week. And then I also wrote down when we were allowed to post about Ferris Wheel Press's February release, which I always put in my calendar because it's important to remember when products are allowed to be posted online. But I like this. And then I can't show any of that. Okay, here's last week, which clearly I didn't use because I was still away. But I had that there was a Paint Your Style video coming out on Wednesday. I had that the palette collection video was coming out on Saturday. And normally I'd have whatever else was coming out during the week. I also slot in shorts just so that I know when shorts are being released, so that I can make sure they're being released on Instagram and YouTube on the same day. Because I don't love the Instagram scheduling ability. Sometimes it's really glitchy. And so I just schedule on YouTube, and then I make a note of when stuff is supposed to go up so I know. But I also have this absolutely full of tabs, which is our next step, if I can figure out where I put them. I thought I had them. I thought I had my tabs. Do I no longer have tabs? Oh, there they are. All right. November. What were my tab colors last year? Calendar pages were pink, week was blue, and other stuff was yellow. And I'll reuse the same tabs for several months. There's probably something up here I want to tab in yellow. should fill those out. Let's stick a green up here. I do like that it's sort of got like bullet journal-y things. Main events for the year, monthly goals. I always tab 3 calendars at a time. So I'm always working in quarters. It's just sort of how I've worked with these journals. All right, and then let's find the first week. Oh, it's probably because I started on the 4th because the other one ended on the 3rd. So I just started this one on the 4th, which is probably how I've ended up with that extra tab page at the end. Because I started this one where the last one ended, but I didn't actually start this on what is technically the first week. So, this week's actually a very busy week. But I don't actually know what dates stuff is at, so I'm gonna have to go steal Mom's book and write stuff in. Does pen test get a tab? No, but the first page of dots gets a tab. I love how many blank pages these books have. What color? What color, what color, what color? Yellow. There we go. So, there is 2024, 2025, and there's 2023, 2024, which honestly, pretty similar tab-wise. It's down a calendar tab because we only have 2 months left in it. But honestly, I use sort of the same system, and I like the system that I use, and I ended up getting it in the same color. I did look at it in other colors, but I decided to just get it in the same color so that it was easy to find, because I knew that I'd just be looking for a pink one. So we're heading into the 2nd year of the Planberry undated weekly spread calendar, and I do really like it. It's a solid calendar. And I've really enjoyed using it this year. And just the fact that it works with fountain pens is sort of a bonus because they don't advertise that it does. And the only thing I found that it hasn't worked with is something super sheening like Nikola Tesla or Tesla coil from Birmingham Pen Company. But other than that, like, stuff just works. This Christmas needs to go in here. Somewhere in November is Taylor Swift. I don't remember when we're seeing Taylor Swift. Probably should remember when we're seeing Taylor Swift, but I don't. So, I'm gonna have to figure that out. Other than that, though, it is pretty much set up, and I will just have to like start filling in the calendar pages. Because really, I'm not booking anything into weeklies yet. We're like weeks away from booking into weeklies. But some of my video stuff is like planned into December, January. And so it was time to actually have a calendar for that section of the year again. So I hope you found this interesting. Let me know what you're using for your 2024-2025 planners, because I'm always interested in hearing what people are using. I think we all use very different systems, but it's always interesting to hear what people are using for their system. So let me know down below what you're using as your calendar system and planner system for the next year. And I hope you enjoyed.